Hey guys, it's Kim from Honey Trail Farm. Long time no see. We have been just trying to stay alive over here with all the illnesses that are going around, but that's a different story for another day. I just got the phone call from the post office that our chicks are here. So I'm gonna get their waters ready. We ordered 100 new layers that should lay all different kinds of eggs. I'm so excited. I haven't had baby chicks in forever. We ordered them from Mount Healthy Hatchery. It's in Cincinnati. It was the closest. I was trying to be responsible in my chick ordering because it's winter time. Luckily, we're having very mild January temperatures in the foreseeable future. I don't think it gets below 20, which is abnormal for Indiana in January. So, anyway, I was trying to order from the closest hatchery that I could so that the birds wouldn't have to travel very far in the cold weather, and Cincinnati's only a couple hours from here. But I am going to tell you how I set up my new chick water. I'm kind of in a rush because my brother and sister-in-law got us a maid service for Christmas, and I've never done that before. She's supposed to be here at 9, so I need to go get the birds and be back before she gets here. Luckily, the post office is just down the road. Okay. So, 2 each gallon of water. I didn't fill these up all the way because I only do this magic water for the first day or so that the chicks arrive. And then I will give them fresh water tomorrow. But I did probably a 1/4 cup of honey in each gallon with 3 minced garlics in each. And that will just get them on the right foot. Hunter's excited.
Yeah.
You want to scoot back so I can see? He's excited for new chicks.
Yeah, because we still have chicks, right, Mommy?
We still have chickens.
Yeah.
Not very many, though. We had a major predator problem in the beginning of winter, and it took out most of our flock.
Yeah.
Now I'm left with like 15 roosters that I hatched and probably 10 hens.
I think it was a fox, because foxes can catch 10
It could have been a
chickens.
fox, yeah.
Yeah, because foxes need a very 50-90 meat.
They need a lot of meat.
Yeah, they need this many meat to survive.
To survive.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the waters in here, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. I think I'm ready to go to the post office. I don't know if you can hear them, but we got our chicks.
Yeah!
We're gonna go home. I did peek in and they all look good, so hopefully we have no losses. So I'm gonna go home. I'm sure they're ready to get in their new home and all nice and warm and toasty. Hello from inside the chicken coop. I'll give you a quick rundown on my chicken coop, or my brooder area. This is gonna be the accelerated version. We just followed the instructions in the Polyface Designs book for the brooder house. We have it sitting on cinder blocks, not on a wagon. And how we're going to heat this house is we've got this plywood box. The design is called an Ohio brooder. So it's basically a box with the heat lamps wired in. And it traps all the heat underneath. When you get your chicks in the mail, you're going to want to dip their beaks in the water to show them where the water is. I wore the wrong sweatshirt. I'm going to spend the next hour picking all these wood shavings off. Okay, I've got everybody tucked in the coop. I'm gonna just set out their food and water. They're already exploring. It's just so fun. It's the next day. I checked on the chicks multiple times yesterday because, you know, with a new setup, you're just kind of worried that it's not gonna work. But everything went perfectly swell. All the chicks are alive and happy, and most important, warm. So, today, since they're all settled in, and now I'm just doing maintenance, like filling waters and food, I will give you some of the specs for our brooder house. It's not 100% done, like the siding's not done on the front and the back, but we've got the slopes so that it's waterproof. This is a design that we got from the Polyface Designs book. I can't remember off the top of my head what the size is. I want to say 8x8, but I don't quote me on that. We didn't follow it to a T just because we were trying to use things that we already had. I'll show you here on the back. We did double insulate because this really is more of like a summer structure. Most people aren't brooding birds in January in a cold place, but since my chickens really dwindled down, I wanted to get chicks in so that we would start laying in May or June. So this has like a plastic panel to let sunlight in but still keep the elements out, that you can prop up for airflow if it's warm. But we went ahead and just stapled some greenhouse plastic that we had laying around over to better insulate it, because we really don't need ventilation in January here. It's cold. I'm cold right now. And then underneath that is a layer of chicken wire so that no things get in. There is a gap in the top here, like for ventilation, so that all that musty air isn't trapped in there. It can escape, but it's at the top point of the structure and not in the middle where there'll be drafts. Now let me show you how I lift it, because we had this OSB and it's not waterproof. Joel Salatin suggests getting waterproof OSB, and that's just because you don't have to have another layer on top like we do. So adding this metal makes it heavier. So watch how I have to open this. So in the Polyface design, there is a prop, you can see it right there, that you can lift up so that the roof stays up, but I'm short and also not strong enough to lift that above my head. I can barely lift it to my shoulders, so I've just stuck a bucket in there and it's been working out fine. As far as inside the coop, the way that we're heating this, I did some research to try to find the best way to heat these birds in January, and the best thing that I could come up with was it's a brooder system called an Ohio brooder. So what it basically is it's a 4x4 box, and that can heat up to 200 birds, but you can make it bigger and it would heat more birds, with 2 heat lamps wired in. So I bought like porcelain sockets. My husband did all this work. I don't know how to do electrical. And then you tie in the electric and plug it in, and it has been heating great. It's like it's about this far off the ground, so all the heat is trapped inside that box, and then they can get out to get away from the heat or to drink or eat or whatever. Let me show you. As you can see, the birds are happy in there. I come out, you basically just want to listen for cheeping. You don't want them to be screaming, and you don't want them to be silent. That's how I can tell if they're happy or if they're cold or if they're whatever. They make like sweet little cheeps when everything's fine and dandy. So your chicks shouldn't be screaming, and they shouldn't be silent. There should be little peeps and noises. Anyway, I'm gonna hurry up and get these chores done because I'm freezing and I did not wear a heavy enough coat. And also I wanted to mention before I get off here that this, they've got like probably 8 to 12 inches of wood shavings in the bottom. I am housing them on deep bedding. That's what Joel Salatin recommends. And from my chicken ownership, that's also what I recommend. But I just wanted to show you how I am successfully, so far, fingers crossed, it's only day 2, brooding chicks in the cold in January in a cold place. It can be done. You just have to take a few extra precautions to keep them warm and happy. But so far, so good. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.